Good Tuesday morning, everybody. Thank you for joining another episode of Rapid Fire. Today is going to be a good one, actually. So we're going to jump right into it. Today we're going to be talking about first-time home buyers. What should you do and what should you know? So I'm going to go over briefly just a couple of things that I think are super important, especially if you're a first-time home buyer. And this could be somebody that, even if you have bought a property in the past, but now you haven't
owned a property in, let's say, the last 4 years.
You can still be considered a first-time home buyer when it comes to plans like the HBP plan, what I'm going to discuss a little bit this morning. So anyways, for those of you that it's really your first time, you've never done this before, and I don't know what to expect, what should I do? So really the first thing to do is, it's usually a combination. Should I check for financing? Should I check for a broker? Honestly, it's kind of, it's a tie. But honestly, in my eyes, I think that you should probably look for a real estate broker first thing. If you're looking for a residential property, obviously a residential real estate broker is definitely going to be able to help you with that, somebody like me. And the reason why I say maybe to find a real estate broker at the beginning is because that person's going to be able to walk you through the process. And they're going to help you out with the whole financing side of things. Now, the financing side, we're talking about, going to get a pre-approval. Having a pre-approval really solidifies this is how much I can go out and get. And then you kind of have a baseline of exactly what you're looking for. And at the same time, you may be qualified for a certain amount, but you may find that amount to be too much, and you might want to reduce that to stick within your budget. But at least you're going to be able to do that. And also they're going to be able to, a lot of times when you get a pre-approval, you get a locked in rate for the next month, 2 months, 3 months. So that is handy, especially right now. As of today, we just saw that they did not increase the rates, which is fantastic. However, next year, 2022, just from what I'm seeing, and, I could be off a little bit, but from what I'm seeing throughout the year, I think we're going to probably go up by maybe 0.75 or 75 basis points. So anyways, we're not going to get too much into detail about that. All I'm saying is that having a real estate broker help you out with that is everything. Now, that real estate broker is going to be able to guide you and send you either to a mortgage broker, an independent mortgage broker, or a mortgage broker at the bank, whatever it is. But that person is already going to have referrals. Like me, I already have referrals for clients that ask, people that I trust, that I know do excellent work. That way hey, perfect, you can go out and go meet with these mortgage brokers, and like I said, get that amount. So those are the two first steps that I always think that you should definitely be doing. Now, the other thing that you have to know when it comes to financing, when it comes to buying your first home or any home, is you're going to need, in Quebec, you're going to need a minimum of 5% down. Always remember, you're going to buy a property, 5% is what you need to have aside. The other thing, a lot of people are saying, well, why don't I just go out and get a mortgage broker? I trust somebody at the bank, or my brother's a mortgage broker, or whatever the case is. Why do I need to have a residential real estate broker? Why do I have to pay for that? One, it's extremely rare that you pay a residential real estate broker on the buying side of things. Extremely rare. And if you look at one of the previous episodes, I kind of go through that, but I would say 99 or 98% of the time you're not paying them. It's actually going to be the selling side that is going to compensate the buying side broker. So you don't, one, have to worry about that. Two, having a broker working for you is going to take care of a lot of the legwork. So you're going to have a lot of things. You're busy enough with your own life. You got, either kids, or you're working, school, whatever it is. You got a million things that you have to handle. Now, this is my job, is to go out there and first sit down with you and see exactly what are the things that you're looking for in a property. If it's a condo, if it's a house, if it's a duplex, triplex, quadruplex, whatever it is, this is what you're looking for. Then I take that information and I'm able to go out and look for that. I'm doing all the legwork. Yeah, there's a lot of people that say, well, I can just jump on Centris or this site, that site, and I can find properties. That's true. But there's a lot of properties sometimes that either just hit the market or maybe, aren't out there yet, but you're hearing talk about it. So all I'm saying is that it makes a lot of sense to have a residential real estate broker working for you, because like I said, they're going to take away a lot of the work, and they're going to be able sometimes to find properties that aren't even listed or places you haven't thought of looking. So keep that in mind. Now, not to take too much more time, but I want to jump into the HBP plan. So what is that? That's the home buyers plan. Now, the home buyers plan is for first-time home buyers. So to be qualified as a first-time home buyer, you couldn't own or co-own a property in more than 4 years ago. So if it's been over 4 years, I usually say, okay, if you've hit the 5th year, you don't have to worry about it. But over 4 years, if you have not owned or co-owned a property, you will qualify. What do you qualify for? So what you're going to qualify for is on the HBP plan is if you have RRSPs, you're going to be able to actually use those towards a down payment on your home. So that 5% that I was talking to you before, maybe, you're going to have enough room to be able to take more than 5% depending on the amount or the cost of the house, the purchase price. Now, you're allowed as an individual to use $35,000 out of your RRSP. Now, if you are a couple and you're both qualified, you both have to qualify for the terms like I said at the beginning. If you both qualify, then you're able to use $70,000, $35,000 each out of your RRSPs to use as a down payment. How does that work? Well, you get to use that as long as those funds have been within your RRSP in the last 90 days before using it for a purchase. You're able to use that. And you also want to know, obviously, how do I pay this back? Well, the way that you pay this back is that you have essentially 17 years to pay it back. 2 first years, you have nothing to pay back. Then you have 15 years to pay that back, that amount. So think about that. Also, first-time home buyers, there's a tax credit in Quebec of $750. I'm not going to get into too much detail. If you want more details about that, you can give me a call, or you can speak to a real estate broker if you're already dealing with one. So really, those are really the things that you have to think about if you're looking to buy a property as a first-time home buyer. There's a lot of different other things that you may have to go through, but that's why I'm here. I'm a professional. That's why real estate brokers are out there. If you know one, you have one, talk to them. They're going to be able to help you out. If you don't have one and you're looking to either purchase your first property or you're looking to sell, I'd be more than happy to help you out. Reach out to me. You can call me, email me, check me out on my website, whatever it is. Feel free to do that, and I'd be more than happy to help you out through that process. So anyways, thank you, everybody. Sorry I took a little longer, especially for rapid fire, but I thought this was a super important subject, and a lot of people have been asking me certain details about qualifications for a first-time home buyer, so that's why I wanted to do it. Anyways, I have to get going. I just saw my client pull up. We're actually looking at a property. He's an investor. So anyways, thank you, everybody. I appreciate the time, as always, for you sticking around. And I'll see you at the end of the week for a jog and talk. Thank you, everybody. I hope you have a great week, and bye for now.